What's up, guys? I'm in Japan. Dango's good. Mochi's delicious. And I think I need to go to rehab because I'm pretty sure I'm addicted to green tea. All right, so I've been in Japan for roughly about a week. Yeah, I got here last Saturday. Yeah, so today's Tuesday. So a week and a couple days. And I've been having a pretty good time. Japan is pretty awesome. And there wasn't too much culture shock because I'm in the Rotary Club and they prepared us a whole bunch for the culture shock. But I heard that reverse culture shock going back to America is going to be horrible. So I don't look forward to that. But so first day when we got here, it was about 10 at night and we drove from Totori City to Kryoshi, which is where I am right now. It's about an hour drive. It's kind of a smaller town, so if you don't know Japan, you wouldn't know it. And even if you do know Japan, you might not know it. But so the first day we got here, and we sat down, we had a dinner. It was really big dinner, and I guess they expected me to eat a whole bunch because I was from America. They were kind of expecting a chunkier kid who ate a lot. So they were kind of in for a surprise when I showed up. But I think they're still glad to have me, and it's really cool being here. They're really awesome host parents. So after we started eating, we were just talking about Japan, and they don't speak English, so I had to have my host brother Daichi help me out, and he's been a great help. And I need to learn some Japanese quick so that I can talk to them. I'm starting to pick up on a couple of words that I can understand when they're offering me food. You say certain phrases before and after you eat, certain phrases when you get home. I know how to say the food is delicious because everything's really good. So I haven't yet had to say that I don't like anything except for natto. Natto is fermented soybeans. Yeah, I don't know. As an American, that's just is just weird. But so we started eating and we're sitting down at the table and they're drinking sake, and Daichi's talking to me and they're just having a good old time. And then my host mom says, "Hey, do you want a camera?" And I said, "What do you mean?" And so she walks out with this really awesome Olympian, I don't know what the brand is, um, film camera. And I was in awe that they would give me a camera. It was so cool. And so it's got four lenses and the little film cartridges that you go to Walgreens or CVS or something to go get printed out. So I got to figure out how to use that. And I also want to get a lens adapter for this camera, the Canon T3i, so that I can hook up other of the lenses from the other camera to this camera, because in case you guys didn't know, I like photography. Um, so after the first day, we went to Oban Festival a couple days later, and that was really cool. That was a festival where you honor your deceased ancestors, and that was pretty interesting. They had all these people in really bright clothes and really cool umbrellas, and they would dance around, spin around. And so usually there's about 1,000 people there, and this year they were going for a Guinness Book of World Records record, and so they had way more than 1,000. I don't know how many, but it was the biggest one so far, and it was really cool. And then after the festival and eating food, we went to this little stand. There was, some of the festival games, and there was a game where you catch fish, you know, kind of similar to in America, where if you catch the fish, you get to bring them home, except you catch them with this circle thing. It's about that big. And it's got rice paper on it, so it pretty much dissolves the second it hits the water. So you got to be really slow, and you scoop up the fish and drop them into a little bucket and put water in there. And so I got about four, and then my rice paper broke and I couldn't get any more. But that was really fun, and that was interesting to do. And I told my host parents that I want to try everything here. So anything we come along, they're going to say, hey, do you want to try this? And I'll say, yeah, of course. And so another interesting thing that happened that day was we were in the grocery store. And as we were just walking around getting some groceries, I heard something familiar on the Comcast. I said, what is that? I know that. It was a song. And it turned out it was Turned Down for What. If you guys don't know this song, you need to check it out or don't check it out. I don't advise watching the music video. It's really weird. But so that's kind of a popular song in America. It's like a club song, and then nobody would play it in the grocery stores in America, but they were playing it like it was just a casual thing in the Japan grocery store. And so I saw people dancing around as the beat dropped, and it was so funny. That was just an interesting thing to see. And then a couple days later, we went to an onsen, which is the Japanese bathhouse. If you guys don't know what they are, you should Google them or research them or whatever. And for an American, stripping down and taking a bath with other people is a little bit weird. But, I wanted to try everything, and I didn't want to just say no on this opportunity because I felt like if I said no at this, then they might think that I didn't want to do other stuff and they wouldn't take me out for other things. So I went, and, we're in the changing room. I'm like, all right, I could do this. I could do this. So I went into the onsen, and it was honestly not as bad as you would expect. It's pretty normal in there. Everybody's just, it's this big room with, if I can remember, one really big bath, which was almost like the size of a swimming pool, which was where kind of all the kids were and their parents. And then there was these ones that were really shallow and you could lay down in, and that was where the elderly folks were. And then there was this secluded outside one that nobody was in, and it looked really nice. It had all these rocks around it, and it was about 2.5 feet deep, about 15 feet wide, and that's the one I went in because there was nobody out there. And it was really relaxing because it was raining that day, so only half of it was covered, and you could sit in the half that wasn't covered, and you could feel the rain on your face, but also be in the really hot water, and it was just really relaxing. And we sat there for a good half hour. Most people stay for about an hour. And so after that, we went upstairs into this room that was really quiet. It was supposed to be, I don't know, some kind of sleep room, and they had all these chairs and little, I don't know, what do you call them? Ottomans? I don't know what they're called, where you rest your feet on. And so you could lay back. They were all recliners. There were a couple leather ones, some with headphone ports, and you could relax there. And so we slept there for about an hour. And halfway through, my dad brought up some banana water or banana milk, and that stuff is delicious. Like, when I come back home, I'm making that every day because that was delicious. Also, green tea, which is called matcha, is really delicious. I don't know, it's just different here from the American green tea, and it's so much better tasting. Like, if you guys can find some authentic Japanese green tea, then you need to get it because it's really good. So after that, we went home and we just relaxed, and every day we have really good dinners and lunches and breakfasts and stuff. And it's confusing because there's the word gohan, which means breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So my host mom would say, gohan is ready, but in Japanese. And so I'd have to think, what time is it? What are we serving? And then sometimes it wouldn't even be breakfast, lunch, or dinner because gohan can also mean rice. So it's a little confusing, but you get used to it. Wait a minute. I'm going to photobomb my own video. Totally forgot to show you guys Japanese fashion. Okay, so this is one thing that I found was really interesting. I'm not super into fashion, but the Japanese are, so I had to go get a whole new wardrobe and new shoes and stuff. In the first week that I've been here, I got 3 new shoes, a new wallet, 2 new pairs of pants, and 3 shirts. So, pair of shoes number 1, pair of shoes number 2, cool Japanese-y shoes number 3. Here is what my wallet looks like from America. Now, Japanese bills are a lot bigger, so, this is the size of this one. And here's my new wallet from Japan. This thing's pretty cool. It's got a chain and the button thing. I don't know. And then also They have really big coins here. Well, not big, I mean like large amount of currency. So you could get like a 500 yen coin, which is $5, which like if you lose that, that could be a meal. Like you could buy a Subway for that $5 footlong. But so they have little pouches in the wallets that you can hold your change and stuff. So that is super helpful. I will show you guys what I'm wearing right now. I got the white shirt, white pants, and then I will throw up pictures here. That is what I'll throw up pictures here. Boom. That is my shirt and vest and pants. First outfit. Second picture. This is the white pants and the green shirts. Third picture, I forgot what I'm wearing in that one, but check it out. Boom. So that's Japanese fashion. Outro. So now it is Tuesday, and I've been here for about a week and a half, and my host brother Daichi, he just started school, so that's where he is right now. He's going to be there until about 1 o'clock, and my host parents are at their jobs. So right now I'm just kind of alone at the house, which is making it easier to make YouTube videos because it's kind of weird talking to yourself in another language when there's other people in the house. But that's all I have to say for this video. I'm going to try to make them weekly. No promises. I might not make videos like this. I might make vlogs too. Just walking around, showing you guys the city. So if you guys want to check out everything I did in detail, you can also go to my Tumblr page, which I will put the link here and also in the description because I don't know how to link this one. But I will see you guys next week, maybe, hopefully, if I decide to make another video because I'm lazy. Peace.